Right, okay. We go to our penultimate Rotax race of the weekend. It's senior Rotax. Let's take a look at the starting grid. Multiple penalties dished out in the pre-final. Jaden Teen and Tommy van der Stroys line up on the front row. All this has classic written all over it again. Mika van der Pavet and Julian Klosman on row 2. Krit Knorren, Kaz Boshouse, Jort van Wijk, Sim van Vliet, Benjamin van Hees and Van Plomp round out the top 10. Devian Ross, Wout Kirstens, Lars Venning, Max Costa, Mitch Heine, Luca Brima, Felipe Falk, Sven Slagmolen, Wesley Eckhart, Stan Goose round out the top 20. Gwen Bloxhill, Martin Herrera, Dylan Hummel, Miles Sjöstrand, Mike Maastricht, Jim Ringelberg, Flynn Fitters, Tim Dijkmans, Marth Snell, Pat Gubbles, Tycho Mink, Stein Peters, Ralph van der Pavet and Enzo van den Dickenberg round out the 34-strong grid. So, 3-second penalties for unsporting driving conduct. And they were handed out to Felipe Falk, Puck Gubbles and Luca Brima. Van den Dickenberg was classified underweight, was underweight, classified last. Puck Gubbles has been given an official warning because of driving conduct and his behaviour towards officials. Along with that, 8 drivers picked up front-fairing penalties. That sets a tone for the final. Okay, Thien and van der Stroys on the front row. Into the tram lines, revs rise, and we are underway. Thien leads into turn 1. Van der Pavet was looking for a move up the inside. Someone got very slow off the line. It was one of the CRGs, as we have got a yellow at turn 2. Someone went off the circuit. May have had a little bit of an assist. So Glosman is in 4th. He's got Knorren. Boshouse is just behind Jort van Wijk. But it is going to be the fact that Jaden Teen straight away had, remember the opening lap in the senior pre-final. Away into the distance, clear. Bye-bye, see you later. 2.2 seconds down the road, wins by a country mile. However, van der Stroys was very, very much wanting to bring some fighting talk to the party. Not verbal, but from the karting vernacular. This is where now van der Stroys has the opportunity. Possible change for 4th on the cards. 5th maybe, actually that was Jort van Wijk, I believe. Well, there is one of the, that's Kaz Boshouse in the 363 that has actually lost out of position. Sim van Vliet is not too far away in this battle. There's Mitch Hainert coming through, shot at turn 9. Hainert currently running in 14th place, but Jaden Teen is not getting away. He's not scarpering away into the distance. Van der Stroys, Van der Pavet are closing in. Glosman 4, Van Wijk, Knorren, Boshouse, Van Hees, Van Vliet. Kirstens rounding out the top 10. Ralph van der Pavet up from 33rd on the grid and now is 24th. 9 places gained by the 368 who retired in the pre-final due to someone hitting the baffles out of his exhaust, and it caused it to be noisy, and Ralph got the mechanical black flag as a direct correlation. Tim Dijkmans looks to be down in 30th position. Mike Maastricht and Dylan Hummel might have been the drivers that were caught out in turn 2. However, Jaden Teen won the senior final. Could it again be another driver that picks up 2 wins on the bounce? Glosman up the inside on Van der Pavet. That's going to allow Van Wijk to get through. Oh, great subtle driving there from Julian Glosman in the 373. Van Wijk wants to get on with the business at hand. Not too eager, Jort, because otherwise you might cause yourself a bit of a problem. However, Kaz Boshouse is being sandwiched right now. It's got Devian Ross right up his rear exhaust. Like literally coming out of turn 6, Boshouse didn't know where to go. It's like a pit manoeuvre in karting being implemented. So 3 minutes down, 10 to go, plus an additional lap. Van der Stroys is keeping Teen very, very honest indeed. Not letting the 359 get away. Klosman and Van Wyk are going with. Van der Pavet isn't that far away either. Top 5 covered by just over 1.1 seconds. So again, it's 5 at the sharp end of the field that really give us an indication of what might yet transpire. Fastest lap of the race so far, Julian Klosman, 44.945, currently running P3 behind Van der Stroys. Now, Jaden Teen has found a little bit of something there, and it's just gone fastest, 44.674. Julian Klosman up the inside, that's through on Van der Stroys for P2, and now Van der Stroys says to Klosman, right, I know we're not on the same team, but let's help each other. Let's go after Jaden Teen. So they both were in agreement saying, let's not let him get away like he did last time. Because to win by 2.3 seconds in a senior Rotax race is sometimes very much unheard of. Unless the driver and the machinery underneath them is 100% as it should be. Devian Voss doing trying to be very, very ultra defensive, and it's now the cork in the bottle. Has got at least one, maybe 2 carts up the inside. Sim van Vliet and Krik Knoren. So now Klosman. Oh, hang on. Now, I heard someone's front bumper flapping on the start-finish straight, hitting the tarmac just a second ago. I am going to wait to see if that does happen again. So someone's front bumper will definitely be in. However, someone getting a bit argy-bargy. I think that might have been, let's see. That was outside of the top 6. It was a Lando Norris chassis that I noticed. So Felipe Falk is making some headway. He's up to P14. So Felipe Falk right with Lars Venink. But Jaden Teen, this pace that Jaden Teen has got. Now, we had on the 25th of February an almighty electric battle between Jaden Teen and Vic Stevens. It was next to nothing, but the final 5 laps were magical. One of the best senior Rotax finishes I have seen in a very, very long time. And this is where Jaden Teen has just gone, yeah, watch out for me this year. And there goes Van der Stroys and Van Wyk. Oh, that was a great double team with the Boobin Power guys getting through on Klosman. Van der Pavet has been biding his time. He's not hanging around. He's not letting them get away into the distance. I know Mika way too well for him to just sort of quit and just say, I'm going to make up the numbers. No, that's not part of his mentality at all. Older brother Ralph, though, however, has made up 12 places and has just got past Jim Ringleberg. That's one for Ralph to put on his CV. So Klosman drops down to 4th. Top 5 covered by 2.5 seconds. We still have 6 minutes to go. So now it's not a case, well, it is a case of, can Van der Stroys pull away from those in front, those behind him, and then go after the man leading the way. That is the key point. That is the key point that we need to know now is, does Van der Stroys have enough in that cart to go after Jaden Teen? I would hope and I would pray. And I know his dad, Martin, you are listening, and yes, of course he has. But at this point, it's difficult to say. 5.5 minutes to go. Tommy needs something, needs a miracle possibly. But that's part and parcel of karting. You either have a cart underneath you that is on absolute fire, or you have a cart that is no matter what you throw at it, no matter what you try and do to help your situation, does not end up helping your cause. And sometimes that is a case that drivers do have to face, they do have to realise. But with 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go, I'm going to say these 3 words. Never say never. And it's not that, you know, I will never wish any bad luck on anybody. But at this circuit, you've also got to have a couple of other things. Thank you, Martin, for responding. Might have to come and visit you guys at Berghem at some point when I'm over. But yeah, it is a case of sometimes you just, you know, you may not have the cart that's underneath you to get you the win. But what you can do is have a cart underneath you that can get you that consistency, get you those points that you need with regards to a championship push. And don't worry, Martin, I don't have a Volkswagen, I have a Volvo. If you want to chip tune that, feel free, be my guest. But the way that this race, no, I spoke with Jaden, no arrogance. And that is crucial, no arrogance. If you are calm, if you are confident, you're confident in yourself, you're confident in the machinery underneath you, it is not a sign of arrogance. It's someone who truly believes in themselves and is motivated, is hungry and wants to get the results. Of course, I still remember, Martin, I'm going to remind you of something. You remember when I called your son Mr. Domination back at Karting Genk in 2018 when he won every single race of the opening round of the B&L Karting Series? And then you look at the way that drivers developed. Tommy went into juniors, and then one particular year, 2022, was 10th in the championship standings coming into the final round, and he wins the junior B&L Karting Series title by a handful of points. So that just goes to show that these drivers will not only be thinking about a possible win, it is thinking long game. This is a long season. This is all the way through to November 3rd at Karting Genk, and that's the final round. But then also there is that carrot that's being dangled in front of them, which is a grand finals ticket. But this is a very, very clean battle between Van der Stroys, Van Wijk and Klausman. And there is the move that Van Wijk needed and got done. Van der Stroys now having to start to defend, because not too far behind them is going to be Benjamin Van Hees and Wout Kirstens. So again, it is just a case of, right, okay, I've just noticed on the live timing, oh, Enzo van den Nickenberg, please just keep your elbows in a little bit, buddy. Just had a 3-second time penalty for unsportsmanlike driving. So basically, so that just goes to show that if you do get a little bit heavy in regards to how you go on the offensive against somebody, but look at the gap now between Jaden Teen, who is literally treating this like a Sunday afternoon drive in the local countryside here in Berghem. So it is going to be the battle for the final steps on the podium, because the result of the final decides who gets the trophy, who gets the silverware going home today. Of course, one of the other things that happens is that I'm instrumental in helping decide who is the driver of the day. Decide that with part of the remainder of the chrono karting team. And that driver will get a trophy to go home with. But there are a few candidates that I am keeping my beady eyes on. That's a great move there from Van der Stroys. And Klausman also manages to thread the eye of the needle. Van Wijk was under siege, and Van der Pavet nearly got the job done through as well into turn 4. So we are coming down to the final 30+ seconds and 2 additional laps. Jaden Teen looking to be the 3rd driver out of 4 that will take a win in a final. He's 3.2 seconds up the road. There's no need for him to panic, to lose that cool demeanour of his at the moment, because he knows that all he's got to do is just bring it across the line. Van der Stroys, however, has a different situation. Right, kart is off the circuit. So Gwen Bloxhill we've lost on lap 2. Sweden's Mila Sjöstrand on lap 6. Vivian Rost on lap 7. Tim Dykmans, and that is races. Oh no, please don't tell me it's Ralph van der Pavert. I recognise the race suit. Sven Slagmolen and Jim Ringelberg have also. Oh dear, so we've had a couple of incidents. Sven Slagmolen, so someone was limping just then. As, oh dearie me, it's gotten a bit feisty. This is not what you want to have banging down your back bumper at the moment, Tommy van der Stroys, because he's got Julian Klausman, Jort van Wijk, Mieke van der Pavert, Wout Kirstens, and also, yeah, so, yeah, Wesley Eckhart has also dropped down the order a little bit too. Yeah, Van der Pavert, Ringelberg and Slagmolen look to be off. That was Ralph actually off, walking dejectedly back to the marshal post. Through on the inside of turn number 4. So there's going to be one more lap to go. Jaden Teen on course to again extend his championship lead. It's been the Grand Chelem for the number 359. The final lap is underway. Jaden Teen, we've hardly seen anything of in both races. And there he is out of turn number 4. Let's concentrate on our race leader for a little bit when we get the opportunity, but the battle for second has really, really heated up right now. Jaden Teen now making his way through turn 6. Oh, bit of a moment there between Jort van Wijk and Julian Klausman. That's given Van der Stroys the opportunity to go P2. Van der Pavert has now got Wout Kirstens up the inside, but there you go, picture in picture. Jaden Teen. Well, they do say that lightning strikes twice. The 359 does it again. It's a perfect score this weekend in Berghem. Jaden Teen, well done, buddy. Van der Stroys second. Third, it's Jort van Wijk. Julian Klausman, Mieke van der Pavert, Wout Kirstens. And, oh, well, I've just seen driver 382 has just... on the timing, 382 has just been given. Lars Venning has just been given an official warning for driving conduct. That is a big no-no. Just going to wait for the last couple of drivers to come across the line. So Dylan Hummel and Mike Maastricht. Lap 16, Sven Slagmolen and Jim Ringelberg and Ralph van der Pavert out. Dijkman's out, but Jaden Teen wins it by 4.8 seconds and also picks up the fastest lap of the race. Tommy van der Stroys, Jort van Wijk, Julian Klausman, Mieke van der Pavert ran at the top 5 ahead of Wout Kirstens, Benjamin Van Hees, Kaz Boshouse, Quick Knorren, Felipe Falk finishing 10th at the end of it all, ahead of Siem van Vliet, Luca Prima, Mitch Hainer, Bram Plomp, Max Costa, Flynn Fitters, Enzo van den Dickenberg, then we got Stan Goes, Pat Gubbles, Wesley Eckhart, Tai Chomink, Stijn Peters, Martin Herrera, Lars Venning, Marth Snell, Dylan Hummel and Mike Maastricht. Rounding out the finishers, but Slagmolen, Van der Pavert, Ralph van der Pavert, Dijkmans, Sjöstrand, Bloksil and Ringelberg has... Oh, well, I've just seen that Ringelberg's just been excluded on the timing, but that concludes the Senior Rotax final. Up next, DD2 and DD2 Masters.